Sabrimala's chief priest has been arrested in a gold theft case.
As lakhs of devotees arrive at Sabrimala for the Makaravilakku season, waiting for the sacred sighting of the Makara Jyoti, the Lord Ayappa temple finds itself at the center of a controversy that has unsettled Kerala. Allegations of missing gold from the temple have gone far beyond a criminal probe. They have opened up a wider debate on faith, institutional responsibility, and political accountability. The controversy traces back to restoration work carried out on gold-plated copper structures at the temple. This includes the Dwarapalika idols and portions of the Sri Kovil. Former temple priest Unni Krishnan Putti, who was entrusted with repair and maintenance, is now the prime accused. Investigators allege that gold was misappropriated during the restoration process, possibly removed under the cover of authorized work, shaking the trust of devotees. The materials involved carry a long history. They date back to 1998, when industrialist Vijay Mallya donated around 32 kilograms of gold and nearly 1900 kilograms of copper for gold plating the Sri Kovil roof, Tadigakuram, and the sacred steps. The project, valued at about 18 crore rupees, was executed under the supervision of the Travancore Devaswam Board. In 2019, decorative panels and sacred coverings were removed for restoration and later returned. At the time, no objections were raised. The issue resurfaced in October 2025. A vigilance inspection by the Travancore Devaswam Board, conducted following directions from the Kerala High Court, flagged discrepancies in the weight of certain gold-plated panels when compared with earlier records. Laboratory tests later confirmed a reduction in gold content. Now, acting on these findings, the High Court ordered a detailed probe and constituted a special investigation team. Once the SIT took charge, the inquiry moved from internal review to a full criminal investigation. According to the SIT, gold-plated panels were removed from the temple and sent to a metal processing unit near Chennai, supposedly for repairs. Investigators allege that gold was chemically separated from the alloy at the unit. The factory owner was arrested, followed by a jeweler from Ballari in Karnataka who allegedly purchased the extracted gold. The SIT is also examining whether altered or replica panels were returned to the temple. As the probe widened, focus shifted from individual wrongdoing to administrative oversight. Several senior officials of the Travancore Devaswam Board were arrested, including former Administrative Officer Murari Babu, former Executive Officer Sudhish Kumar, and former Commissioner for Sacred Ornaments K.S. Baiju. Their arrest strengthened the view that such alleged theft could not have occurred without official lapses. A major political development came on November 11th with the arrest of former Devaswam Board President N. Vasu, a CPM leader. The SIT alleges that Vasu authorized the removal of a gold-plated sheet for electroplating in 2019 and that it was recorded as copper in the official documents and in the Mahasar on his instructions. Investigators also claim he was aware that additional temple gold remained with the accused after renovation work but did not ensure its recovery. So far, 2 FIRs have been registered. One relates to the alleged theft of gold from the Dwarapalika idols. The second concerns irregularities in the gold plating of the temple door. Investigators have seized 576 grams of gold, 400 grams from a jeweler in Ballari and 176 grams from Putti's residence in Bengaluru. Officials believe this represents only a small fraction of the gold allegedly misappropriated. The case took on greater sensitivity with the arrest of senior Tanari Kandarara Rajavar, a member of the Tadaman Matham family which has led Sabrimala rituals for generations. Rajavar is the first serving Tanari to be arrested in connection with the case. Now, in a remand report filed on January 9, 2026, the SIT accused him of criminal conspiracy and misuse of position, alleging that sacred coverings were dismantled without proper checks and that prescribed rituals were bypassed. The SIT has invoked provisions of the Prevention of Corruption Act, treating the Tanri as a public servant, citing the honorarium he receives from the Devaswam board. With arrests spanning priests, officials and political figures, the issue soon turned political. Opposition parties accused the LDF government of administrative failure and demanded accountability from the Devaswam minister V.N. Vasavan. The BJP intensified its attack, arguing that responsibility for safeguarding temple assets rests with the Travancore Devaswam board and the government. State BJP President Rajiv Chandrasekhar said accountability appeared to stop at priests and middle-level officials, while political responsibility remained unaddressed. He announced that the BJP would observe Sabrimala Samrakshan Deepam on Makarvilakka Day to highlight concerns over temple administration and transparency. Former BJP State President K. Surendran also questioned what he described as selective action in the investigation. He pointed to the absence of arrest from former Devaswam Minister Kadakampalli Surendran and senior official P.S. Prasant, despite statements allegedly made by the prime accused. Surendran further argued that the Tanri's role was limited to ritual observances and that control over the Devaswam Bhandaram rested entirely with the Travancore Devaswam board. Taking the allegations further, Surendran raised questions over a photograph showing prime accused Unni Krishnan Putti and Ballari-based jeweler Govardhan with Congress leader Sonia Gandhi. He claimed that Congress leaders had failed to offer a convincing explanation. Surendran also referred to allegations linking members of the Gandhi family to firms dealing in antique idols in Italy and said senior Congress leaders, including Ramesh Chennithala and leader of the opposition, V.D. Sathisan, had not provided clear answers despite earlier remarks about possible international dimensions of the case. BJP leaders, however, have maintained that the party is not defending any individual named in the case, but is seeking a full and impartial investigation, one that fixes responsibility across political, administrative and institutional levels. As the SIT continues its probe, the Sabrimala gold theft case has become a larger test. For devotees, it raises troubling questions about the protection of sacred property. For the state, it is a measure of whether accountability will stop with individuals or extend to the systems entrusted with safeguarding one of India's most revered temples.